My best friend's dog killed my family, and on the day I was reborn, my fiance was still forcing me to feed the dog, and this time I had to do it first. Violet, don't forget to go feed Susan's dog today. The voice of Johann Coleman came from the other end of the phone, and I would never forget his voice for the rest of my life. I stood there stunned, looking at the scene in front of me in disbelief. The exciting song, Jingle Bells, came from outside the window as if the excitement of Christmas hadn't completely dissipated. I rushed to the mirror and saw that my face was as smooth as new without any scars. I finally realized that I had been reborn. Violet, are you still there? Johann raised his voice when he didn't hear my response. I am not feeling well today and can't go to feed it. Ask her to find a way on her own, I said. Hearing this, Johann immediately sounded unhappy. If you don't go, Deborah will starve. You usually love feeding the stray cats on the street. Why are you refusing to feed a dog now? I sneered. I was bitten by a dog when I was a kid, so I am afraid of dogs. I can't go today. You can ask her to find someone else online to go to her place and feed the dog, Johann retorted. No way. Susan is a single girl living alone. How can she let strangers into her house? You are also a girl. Don't you have any empathy? Seeing that I was so determined, Johann quickly softened his tone. Since you are not feeling well, you can rest at home. I'll send the dog to your place. Just take care of it for a few days and I'll pay you according to the market price. Is that okay? My heart, which had just been put at ease, instantly tightened again. I was living with my parents. If that vicious dog was sent to our door, the three of us might end up losing our lives. I wanted to dig out Johann's heart to see what color it was. I forced a smile, saying, forget it, aren't you going back to your hometown with your dad? I'll do this favor for you, don't talk about money. It makes us seem so distant. Johann laughed. I'll thank you on behalf of Susan when she comes back. I'll ask her to invite you to dinner. After hanging up the phone, I sat down, covering my heart, and gasped for breath. It was Christmas, and my parents had made an appointment with relatives to go out to play cards. There were still gifts sent by relatives on the ground. Looking at those gifts, I got an idea. I took 2 boxes of wine and a box of seafood from home and drove to Johann's house. Then I knocked on the door. Only Johann's mother, Wilde Coleman, was at home. Because she had a bad relationship with Johann's grandparents when she was young, she never went back to their hometown to worship them. Perhaps for this reason, now that she was in charge, take them back. I smiled. Mrs. Warren Coleman, whether Johann and I will get married or not, you are still my elder. I can't take back the gifts I gave to an elder. If these things don't suit your taste, I'll accompany you out to pick some. I had a sincere expression and didn't show any sign of unhappiness, so Krell couldn't say anything more now, hearing that I would accompany her out to buy whatever she wanted. After a little reluctance, she was let out by me.